Hey James, Jessica from Peterson SEO. Thank you so much for speaking with me today and requesting your free video. So today we're going to go over a few things you guys can start applying right away. And it's really going to help the online presence and get more of those organic leads coming every single month. Starting where your customers start is going to be a Google search. So when they need a service, they're not going to know who you are or what your brand name is. So that's not what they're searching. They're searching their service. So they'll be searching water damage restoration in Portland or similar search terms. And the business needs to show up for those terms in order for them to call you. Now, there's three spots in Google that a business can own positioning in. The very first spot is Google Ads, your cost per click, and your local service ads, and about 10% of people click on that. Um, the next section is your Google Business Profile section, the Google Map Pack. Your goal should be to be in the top three of this section in your area for each of your services because nearly 30% of people go straight here and don't go anywhere else. Now, there are several factors that go in to getting into the top three. And one of the most important is something called citations, which is simply listing the name of your business, address, phone number, and website in a bunch of directories. Directories like Yellow Pages, Glassdoor, Yelp, and even your social media pages are considered citations. So you need more of those than your competitors are doing. Google has said that on average, the top three in the map pack generally have at least 150 of those citations. And so, since you're not in the top three, that means you have less than that. So, you're definitely going to have to work on those citations. And then you don't want to just create the profile, set it, and forget it. This is something that has to be worked on every single month. It needs to be optimized with new images, new questions and answers, new updates. It's very fluid and continually moving. So you have to keep it moving for Google to understand that you're still alive. And those citations all across the internet tell Google who you are and it connects to your website. So it's just really, really important. Now, before I get to the third, I did a search for you guys in Beaverton, Oregon, and I need your help. So, I did find your Google business profile, which is what I was originally looking for. And it doesn't look like it's actually been claimed, and it's never been optimized. So, it needs images, it needs categories, questions and answers, reviews. There's zero reviews. So this is the only one I found when I searched for you guys in Beaverton. Additionally, I found four websites for you guys. But also, I don't know if it is you guys. I'm really confused. I mean, I do marketing and I'm confused. So if I'm confused, you can imagine if a customer is looking you guys up by name, how confused they're going to be. This creates brand confusion and can actually be really detrimental to your business. So if all of these are your website, there's three of them in Oregon and one is in Washington. So I don't know if they're all related. And if they are all related, we need to compile it all into one and get rid of the other websites. You can keep the domains and have them reroute to your main website, but don't do this. Sometimes I see people do this if they're going to run ads because you need a landing page, but a proper landing page doesn't look like a website. It doesn't have navigation and it's just about one specific thing. So, if that was the intention, these will never work good for that. So, I need your help to understand. I wanted to give you the best video I could, but I'm having to kind of pick and choose which website to review. So, I mean, I could review all of them, but I'd have to do multiple videos, and you're not going to want to watch that. Um, so that's that. So besides the Google Business Profile that I just talked about, the third section is the organic section, the listing of the businesses below the map pack. This is the most important section because 60 to 70% of people skip everything else and they go straight here. And so when you're not listed here and you're not listed in the Google Maps, you're leaving tons of jobs on the table and you're sending them all to your competition. And I know that's not what you want. So how do you get here? It requires a well-built, optimized website. So let's go to the website. We have this website, pnwrestorationservices.com. It's in your service area, but different phone numbers, so I don't know if that's you guys. There's this website, which matches also your email address, which makes me think this may be your site, but I don't know if it's your main site. Then we have this one, Call Pacific NW, which makes me think maybe this was intended for a landing page of some kind. And then we have this one in Washington. So I don't know if they're related. Clearly different types of logos. I'm really confused with what's going on. So we're gonna review this one because this matches your email. So in order for Google to find your business, understand what's going on, your website has to be properly built and optimized. It needs a good navigation. I guess there might be navigation here. Services. Yeah, so you need to have those separate service pages, all with their own original content, focused along the local keywords. So, that could be Portland water damage restoration Portland, etc. So you need to build content around those keywords. Your homepage is the most important page, and it should be a summary of each of your services and about your business. It does need a click to call phone number like you have, and it does need a form at the top that will help with conversions. But the rest of this, I'm kind of at a loss. This is odd to me. This is not a typical service website. This is more for like if you're selling products, I guess. So I'm not sure what you guys got going on here, but it definitely needs a lot more content. And content is in photos, it's in videos, and it's the written content. It's the written content. So you need at least 1,500 words of content. It needs to be focused around your services. And you need 150 words for each word you're targeting. And each keyword you're targeting has multiple variations. So you want to go after that. And then on top, you do need the service area pages for each service. We used to be able to get away with just one service area page, but Google doesn't like that. Every page has to be devoted to a specific service for a specific area. This one did a lot better. With that, if this is yours, it has a lot better content. Still is not focused on local keywords, but is a lot better content. So content is key when it comes to ranking. We look at your competitor, we have ServPro, and yes, they are a franchise, but they are beatable. Franchisees do not have the ability to modify and edit, and ServPro gives everybody the exact same thing, which Google hates. And so you guys are an advantage because you can write your own content, you can focus on your own strategy. and do better. So these guys have a lot of content and a lot of the right things. They just can't focus it on where they need to. So if you have the right content and keyword strategy supported with SEO, you guys could definitely beat these guys. If we look at how this one website, Pacific NW Restoration, this has a rating of a 9 with 541 backlinks and 50 referring domains. That tells me that most of those are spam. So while you do need a lot of backlinks to give your website power, you can't just have any backlinks. These have to be the right type of backlinks that are related to your business. Otherwise, it actually hurts you. The referring domain is a website that provides your website with a link from their site to your site, and the backlink is just that physical link. You need this to supply the power, kind of like your favorite tool needs power to work. You're going to plug in that tool to a power source, like a referring domain, and that power source sends power through the cord to your power tool to turn it on. And it's the same concept with the website, but it's got to be the good do-follow type. You've only been indexed for 28 keywords because you're really missing the local keywords. So you're really only getting 6 people to this website. If we look at the keywords, sorry, it's taking a moment to load. Let's jump on over to the other one we were looking at. Oh, wait, here we go. So, there are 10 spots in Google. So you are ranked for your brand, and you're at the bottom of page 1 for a couple of these, but all of your other keywords you're not ranking for. So you definitely need to work on your strategy. The other website that could be yours had a rating of a 12, and you guys got backlinks going to that of 400, and have been indexed for over 800 keywords, yet you're still only getting 80 in traffic. So if these are both yours, I'm confused. I'm confused why you're doing SEO on both. I don't know if it's because of locations, but if it's locations, you just need location pages. So I'm just really lost on this one for you guys. I'm really trying to be more helpful. So there's a lot that you guys need to do here, especially with that brand confusion, and really dial this in. Looking at your competition, we don't care how their website performs. You're only competing against one location, which only has a couple zip codes. And they have 38 keywords, and they're getting over 290 people to their website. And it's just because they're ranking for a lot of the local keywords. So if you work on the strategies that I've shown you, you guys also have the opportunity to rank for those keywords in each of your service areas. I hope that you found this helpful. I know it's a little bit confusing with everything I showed you, but I hope you found it helpful. And if you have questions, I am here to answer them. Feel free to reach out. You can give me a call or respond to my email, and I'd be glad to chat. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you.